What's up, guys? It's been a little minute, but it's time for another My Wealth journey. So, today's episode, we're actually going to talk about some strategies for making extra money marketing your own business. So, this is for people that if you have any kind of intellectual skill set, like soft skills, or you can do coaching, like you have an educational background where you can teach people. So for me, it would be fitness and finance, of course, hence this channel. This is some of the things that I'm learning and that I'm working on now as far as strategies. And as discussed, my goal is to kind of share these things with you as I'm going on my journey up the ladder, so that when I'm a millionaire and everybody wants to hire me, they see like all the things that it took for me to get to that point, and you can do it along with me. All right, so strategy number 1. When you are starting out, the first thing I did, I probably went a little bit out of order because I'm kind of just going as I learn things, but I made a website first, which, my opinion, you actually do not need to make a website first. So I'm going to say the strategy, that is a strategy, but the one that I would start with first is a social media presence. I would start with a social media presence before a website, because websites are expensive. I paid a lot of money to get that thing all built out, and it's just sitting there now, and I'm actually doing way more advertising and marketing on social media than I am on the website. So that might not have been, it also depends on what kind of business that you're doing. But yeah, you gotta have the thing with the issue with the website is you gotta have people that know you well enough to want to go look at your website. And so until you build up that kind of following or people or interests, people aren't gonna just like go to your website just to go. But I don't regret that I have it, because I know that I will need it eventually, and it's good because I have a system of payment set up on there, so when people do sign up for anything that I offer, they can pay on the website. So that part is useful. I can direct people there as I sign them up from other sources. So social media presence, it doesn't have to be crazy big. I'm only at like 40 something people right now. But I noticed that out of all the places that I've marketed on, number 2, I will say, after social media, is to do some cheap ads to build brand awareness. So I've been running ads on Instagram from creating my business Instagram page. I did also create a Facebook business page, which not as active, but it was really easy to link the Facebook with the Instagram. So everything I post on Instagram all automatically posts on Facebook as well. And that's just like a free source of extra eyes that I'm not too concerned about in the Facebook, but maybe we'll see over time if that starts actually getting me a good amount of people. I'm not holding my breath on the Facebook. But Instagram, every time I run an ad campaign on Instagram, it shows my post to like anywhere from 700 to like a little over 1,000 people. And so from the numbers, just from the numbers of views, I'm getting people consistently DMing me every day about what I'm offering. So the engagement from the ads I would say is worth it. I'm spending $5 per day on the ad, which is pretty, that's like a coffee, a Starbucks, not even, I think those things are like $7.80 or I don't know. But yeah, $5 per day for like 1,000-ish views. I feel like that's pretty reasonable, honestly. If you don't want to pay, there are other ways to go about it. And so the next strategy that I just learned that I haven't tried yet, but I want to try soon, is to find all the local businesses in your area we call this networking to an extent, but find all the businesses in your area that offer something adjacent to whatever your intellectual gift that you have to share, that you have to sell is. So say, for instance, in my fitness business, I'll do examples for fitness and finance. In my fitness business, I'm trying to start this boot camp, and I got the great advice to host workshops at like a facility that is also like health related, but not fitness specifically. So like a wellness center, maybe like a yoga studio, maybe a chiropractor, maybe an acupuncture. So what I'll be doing probably today is looking up all those places and making a list of the ones nearby, and just call them and be like, hey, so I'm running this, this, and this, and you just, I imagine you just call all of them and like see what kind of, who's open to the idea, and it's positive publicity for both of you. You can offer a special in conjunction with them so that you both get business out of it. And as far as I'm aware, that is free and it's more organic. So people get to actually see you in person and build that connection that way. If you do a workshop somewhere that's related to, like, those are the type of people that are probably going to want to buy from you or purchase your product. The other thing, let's say for finance, I actually haven't thought about what I could where I could workshop. Well, actually, I have thought about where I could workshop at for finance. So if you know your target demographic, you go to things that your target demographic is at. So I have a passion for the LGBT community, of course, and for minority and Black community, because that's the communities that I am in. So I go to stuff that are Black related or LGBTQ related all the freaking time. And if I see something that has like a range of options to offer people, so for example, there is a Blue retreat coming up. Blue stands for Black Lesbians United, so it's like Black and lesbians. I'm not a lesbian, but close enough. And they have workshops throughout all the different genres of things. So they have like financial workshops, they have writing workshops, they have like music, they have like sexuality, they have religion, spirituality, like literally across the board. They just have it all pretty much. So that is an excellent situation for me, because as a multifaceted entrepreneur, I volunteered to either host or help with a workshop. So hopefully coming up soon, they'll get back to me on my volunteering. But yeah, the goal is to just share your knowledge. Like, find places that you can share your knowledge, that are welcoming places that would appreciate that. So obviously, because of all the things they offer, they appreciate people coming with more things to offer that they might find useful, but might be useful to their community. Find as many places as you can where you can be of service. That is also free. You won't get paid for that necessarily immediately. You might, if you're lucky. But yeah, that's that strategy. Find places where you can offer value and get to know people and get to actually talk to people, because people are more likely. The thing I liked about even just doing the $5 paid ad campaign is that people actually talked to me in the DM, so I can like continue communicating with. So I know they're interested enough for me to reach out to them, to offer specials, to offer discounts. And so I'm like, it's also list building is another big strategy. Building either an email list, building a text list. You got to get people to want to give you their information so that you can continue to market to them, because a lot of times people aren't going to buy from the first time they see something. They're going to have to see you over and over and over again. And I know you probably get those annoying emails where you get so many emails and you just want to delete them all or unsubscribe. But it's because that works. They do that because that works. The more emails they send out, you get like familiar, and you're like, they either bother you to the point where you unsubscribe, or you're keeping them around because you are interested and you're like, like, but like you don't feel like buying right now, and so they know maybe they'll have you down the road if you're still seeing them repeatedly. So I have all these coaching people that want to coach me as a young business owner. They want to coach me, and I do need a coach. So I'm letting them capture my information and like get my email and my phone number so that they can market to me so that I can compare costs. And eventually I'll decide on who I want to be my coach. So that is a way, building that list of people, and then just continue to market things towards them until they like either block you or delete you, because those aren't your people. So don't worry too much about that. I'm not saying be obnoxious about it. I probably send something out. All the people that have responded to my ads, I probably send something out to them maybe like once a week. Not anything crazy. And it's always something of value to them. So they have no reason to want to block me, because it's like I'm either discounting the service that they were already interested in, or I'm offering a scholarship, or just like, or like asking like a short, simple survey, like real simple stuff. Yeah, I think those are the main strategies that I have for now. Social media, building a list, and finding ways to in-person collaborate and host workshops for your gift or your service through adjacent, not the same business. So like, don't go to, for me, I wouldn't go to a gym and be like, hey, can I do like a demo at your gym, because that's actually competing businesses. Like I'm doing a boot camp, and people that are going to the gym are not likely to want to pay for the people at the gym if they have me that does not work for that gym that's hosting a boot camp outdoors for like cheaper rate. Like that would be directly competition. So common sense, but you know, sometimes it needs to be said. We can't assume with common sense. All right, so yeah, those are your top 3 things to try out, start out, and yeah, I'll continue to post sporadic updates on how it's going. Boot camp is supposed to start this weekend, so I'll probably try to post an update next week. But for now, peace out. Let's build that wealth. I believe in us. Woo, go team.